Morning guys, welcome to Up the Reds, my match review of Barnsley 5, that's 5, Queen's Park Rangers 3 in the Sky Bet Championship on Saturday. First of all, I'm going to start with the team news, which was one change from the draw with Reading, which was Clark O'Dwyer came in at left back instead of the injured Ben Williams. So the team was Radley in goal, Jordan Williams, O'Dwyer, Anderson, Diaby and Dougal Holding, with Mowat, Bearer, Woodrow, Brown and Chaplin going forward. It was a great game, great afternoon. I'm not going to focus on any negatives about the defence today because we know the weaknesses in our side. We know it's down the sides, we know it's a centre-back. But attacking wise, yesterday was on Saturday. It was absolutely fantastic, and I'm just going to talk about that because it's nice to be positive for a change. We've not had many chances to be positive this season, and it was brilliant going forward. Chaplin and Brown, especially, Mowat driving forward, and there's so many good performances going forward in that side. But we'll talk about the goals. So the first goal, Jacob Brown, who had an absolutely fantastic game, possibly his best in a Barnsley shirt. It says 2 assists on the statistics, but I think you can accredit him for another one, and possibly the turn and ball through for Woodrow to gain the penalty for the fourth was certainly due to Brown's skill and pass. So it was unbelievable. His work rate can never be questioned. Technically, it can be, and you know it's going to come. He's still a young lad, and the confidence issue of turning and beating your man. It takes a bit of getting into him, what he's actually capable of doing. But every time he got that ball and turned and ran at their defenders, they couldn't handle him on Saturday, and it was great to watch a good young lad like that, a local lad, coming through and putting in a performance in the Championship just like that, just what we need him to do. It was brilliant, and he got away down the right for the first goal. Nice little cutback into Chaplin. And a right foot first timer on his weak foot. Great finish. Keeper absolutely no chance. And it just set the tempo for the game. It rattled along. It was such a great advert for the Championship. QPR played their part in that. They never lied down, and they knew that if they push hard enough, they could get goals against our defence, which they did. But it was just great entertainment. A great Saturday afternoon. We've not had too many this season, and that were just a helter-skelter match. QPR equalised pretty quickly. A little error from Mads Anderson. He fell asleep a bit for a through ball. Jordan Hugo wriggled away, and a great curling shot which Radley did well to keep out. And Luke Amos followed it in for an equaliser. And obviously we thought he would go again. It's hard when you're conceding goals all the time, but to be fair to the lads, they never let it affect them, and they went again, and we got a few set pieces, and a good ball in from Mowat fell all the way through to the other side. Normally that doesn't happen for us. Normally we do that and we let balls roll across our box, but it sat up just lovely for Chaplin's left foot and nearly took the pegs out with that one. Great finish from Chaplin. He's a threat now. He is a major threat in our team. The little position change, you might have taken some away from Woodrow, dropping him deeper, but the team's certainly enhanced now. We've got the pace of Chaplin going at the teams, and he can nip in. He's a sniffer as well. And he's up for it now. He's thinking, I can do this. I can score goals at this level. And he's grabbing his chance with both hands. He's done really, really well. So then half-time came, and at 2-1 you think it still could go either way. And with our defence, again, you know that any result were kind of possible in this match. Any result, it could have been anything. But luckily, or unluckily, because I think we earned his luck, we went again. And he scored again, and Chaplin, it was a good bit of work from Brown, wriggling away from the back line. Took a shot, keeper saved it. Woodrow, I think he was trying to get a shot off, but it was a kind of a little miscontrol, and Chaplin swept it in after 3-1 and everybody's bouncing, the stadium's bouncing. Great atmosphere. And you just think, let's take it on from there. Let's take it on. Let's finish this off. But yet again, another defensive error. A rebound again, coming back to Amos, and he scored again for his second of the game. And you're thinking, is this the hat-trick game? Are they both going to get one at each end? Anything, like I say, anything was possible. There was bookings going off all over the place, and it was like Sunday morning football at times. In the start of the game, backwards and forwards. But it was just brilliant to watch. Then we got away again on the break. A fantastic little turn from Jacob Brown. Slots in Woodrow. Woodrow's one-on-one with the defender. Little Megs through and a little body check from the defender, and down he went. And finally we got the penalty we've been looking for a long time. We've all been wondering when we're going to get a penalty. And there it was, and that is a pressure penalty from Woodrow. Stepped up, took the ball, and if he misses, you're looking over your shoulder again, and the pressure would have come from QPR then. But fantastic slot into the corner, and at 4-2 you think game's over, and it pretty much was. The feel was then we still knew that QPR would come, and we still knew they'd have attacks. But it was going to take an almighty collapse at that point to lose the 3 points. I'm sure we've not felt comfortable at many points, if at any point this season, because the other wins against Fulham were on edge of a seat all game, and the one against Hull, it was only a 95th minute clincher that made it 3-1. So to feel safer at 4-2 is a very strange feeling for Barnsley fans this season. But we did. And we actually extended it to a 5. Bambo number 5. You can't write it. Lovely little quick free kick down to Brown. Slot across the box, and there's Bambo to make it Bambo number 5. And, Bambo had got a goal chalked off last week for an own goal, which was a clear own goal, but should have scored anyway. I'm really pleased for Bambo. He gets a bit of stick, and he's not the best defender in the world. But you can't fault his heart and his desire and the fact that he wants to play for us. And he always gives it 100%. And happy for him to get the 5th. Happy for him. And that was game, set and match at 5-2. They pull another one back to make it 5-3. To be fair, it was a good move. The winger got away down the left, leaving Jordan Williams a bit flat-footed, and cut it back. And a nice little finish into the near post from Chair, I think it was. And it did expose our frailties in the full-back areas. But we know them, and I'm sure Struber knows them too. And he's looking at different alternatives. As we said, Clark Odwar came in this week, and he was excellent at left-back. Still, he's a young lad, and he's still going to make errors. And he's not going to turn into our first-choice left-back overnight. But I thought it was a very promising debut, and he gives you that extra on the ball as well. He's got good skills, good ball control, neat and tidy, and it gives you something different to Ben Williams, to be honest. He's a good alternative. It would appear that Pinillos is probably done now. We're not going to see Pinillos anymore. Certainly, after the 20 minutes that Sibic gave us against Reading, he certainly can't play again at any point of that in that back four. I would only play Sibic as a CDM, as a third choice after Harm and Dougal. At this moment in time, maybe Sibic needs a loan or something. But again, it was a good positive. Even Jordan Williams got skinned a few times on the left, and he was a weak link a little bit, but he played well going forward, which we know he can. He's got good distribution at times, and he never stops. He'll run until he can't run anymore, and you can't ask for more than that. People are questioning other efforts in the midweek, like Woodrow, for example, but Woodrow played better. It is a different role for him, and he does need to link play better and work harder, but I think that he adapted a bit better than what he did against Reading on Saturday, and he looked more like his normal self. I also think the change when Barrow went off injured and Luke Thomas came on, I think that gave us a different dynamic in midfield. Luke Thomas drives and he drives and he drives with pace, and Barrow's a different technical style player. But I just felt that it enhanced the team. It was a bit of an upgrade to bring Thomas on, and I do like Luke Thomas. I think He's probably going to get lost in the diamond because Jacob Brown's playing well on the sides, which would be his natural position. But he showed he can get in that central area and stick his boot in, and that can only be good follow up going forward. And I hope he gets more games. I hope he starts against Millwall because we need energy in midfield. But other performances were good. I mean, we've talked about Chaplin, and it's nice to have a player who's now a threat. Our goal scoring capabilities are very good. If you look at the league table, I think we're about 9th or 10th in the goal scorers chart, second from bottom in the defensive chart. But up in the form guys now, I think we're about 9th in the form table at the minute. And under Struber at home, we've got 7 points out of 9. So long may that continue. It was a great day. Let's enjoy the day, and we can look towards Millwall. Millwall are a good side at home, strong. They've not lost in the last 6, 3 wins, 3 draws. They've also got Tom Bradshaw up front, and the way this season's gone, Tom Bradshaw will be a major threat. But I just think that Millwall's not a bad ground for us, and in recent seasons, I know we didn't win there last time we were there, I think we lost. But we have won 3-2 there before, and we've got a good record against them recently in the playoffs as well, where we beat them. And they don't like playing against us. But we need to bring the energy that we saw on Saturday, and hope that the defence can hold out, because we can't win 5-3 every week. It'd be nice if we could, but we can't win 5-3 every week. So we need to get a good base for our attacking players to do their bits. And hopefully we can do that Saturday, leading into tough fixtures over Christmas. West Brom Boxing Day, Swansea away, I think, as well, just after that. And I think Derby away. Derby are struggling, but we know that Rooney will make his debut against Barnsley. So that's going to be a big occasion for them. But, we'll talk about that close to the time. But a very enjoyable last few days, especially considering Leeds threw a 3-goal lead. So, you go to work and you can actually give some stick back this week, which is nice for the first time this season. So let's get behind them again for Millwall on Saturday. I'm sure we'll all be watching in our certain ways we can watch, either going or different Facebook groups, whatever. And I think we can go down there and be confident to get a result. So fingers crossed, and up the Reds. Come on, lads.